I'm Tom from YouTube channel TDJTX, and this is my submission for the 23 Mr. Cowboys 375 contest. This is one of the things that I love to cook. I like to make the most is bacon. Everybody loves bacon, and this is making it from start to finish, curing the pork belly all the way to frying it and eating it. So enjoy. Okay, I'm gonna make bacon today. Well, I'm gonna start it and I'll show the progression, but this is how I started. And what I've got here with the cure is a 1/4 cup of kosher salt, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and 2 teaspoons of what's known as pink salt, or it's also called curing salt. This is sodium nitrate. So actually it's sodium nitrite, and it's going to have a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. If you don't want to use the pink salt, you can leave it out. I know a lot of people aren't into that. They don't want it. They think it's bad, but I really like using the pink salt because it really preserves the meat better. It'll last longer, and you get that real nice cured flavor to the bacon. So I'm just gonna add, I've got 1 teaspoon of pink salt there. I'm gonna add 1 more because this calls for 2 teaspoons of pink salt. And that's what pink salt looks like. That's where it gets its name. It's pink salt. And here I got 100% pure maple syrup. And it's important to use 100% pure maple syrup, not pancake syrup. They're 2 different things. Okay, got that. And I'm just going to mix this up to make a nice paste. And then I'm going to add this. I'm going to, with my hands, just rub this all over the pork belly, and then seal it up in some Ziploc bags, and then pop it in the refrigerator for 7 days. And then you want to every day turn it over so that the cure really penetrates and gets all over. Okay, I've decided I'm going to use this section and this section for the bacon because they're more uniform. The others, the part that was over here was thicker and meaty. So I'm going to go ahead with that. There's the skin side. You want to leave that skin on. So we've got our 2 sections. We've got our paste here. So I'm just going to add a bunch of this. And actually, what I want to do, so I just want to add a good amount to that and then just rub it in. Yeah, see, this stuff is really sticky. Just rub it in really good. Get it all on the sides. Just coat it really well. If you've never had homemade bacon, it's quite a treat. It is nothing like what you get in the grocery store. I mean, I'm not kidding. It is so much better. And that flavor with the maple syrup is just phenomenal. So this rub, this paste, this marinade, whatever you want to call it. Actually, it's called a cure. So we want to slather that on really good, because this is going to go into a 2.5 gallon, both of these are going to go into a 2.5 gallon Ziploc bag. It'll be flipped around every day for 7 days. I know it's a long time to wait for bacon, but trust me, it's worth it. Get that smeared on real good. All on the sides. Yeah, see, this is where I wished I'd have had the plastic gloves, because this stuff is sticky. Smells good though. Okay, I'm just going to wash my hands and then I'm going to put that in a Ziploc bag. I'll be right back. Okay, got the old trusty jumbo 2.5 gallon hefty 1-zip. One of my favorites. So I'm just going to put these bad boys in. One on top of each other. That should be perfectly fine. I got some of the extra mixture. I'm just gonna, on the cutting board, I'm just gonna slather that on. Really good. It does smell good. Okay, I'm gonna zip this up and pop it in the fridge. Pork belly, getting ready for its final stage of the curing process before it goes on the smoker. Now I've taken these out and rinsed them really good and dried them. Rinse the excess cure off. They're looking really good. Now what I'm going to do next is these will go in the refrigerator for 24 hours overnight, because what's going to happen, what you want is it's going to build up little beads of moisture, and it's going to create what's called the pellicule, which from what I've read, helps to adhere the smoke to it better. And then I will smoke these tomorrow with hickory. But they're looking really good. Okay, pork bellies are ready. They've been in the refrigerator overnight. We've got a nice pellicule built up. I actually found out pellicule basically means skin. So it's like a thin skin or layer that does help the smoke adhere. So let's get these things on the bacon hangers. I got these bacon hangers online. I believe I ordered them from Amazon, Amazon.com. They weren't very expensive. They were like $5 or $6 a piece. A little bit more with shipping, but they're really great. Problem is, that skin on those pork bellies, that's some tough stuff. These bacon hangers are pretty sharp, but it's kind of hard to break through that skin. So, how do you solve that problem? You go get a really sharp, pointy knife. And then you poke through that skin into those indentions that the bacon hanger made, and then you'll be set to go. Commercially, they remove the skin before they smoke the bacon. But I like to smoke the bacon with the skin on, because you can use that skin once it's smoked to like flavor beans, pinto beans or something. There we go. Okay, bacon's going on the smoker. Got a nice smoke going. So there we have it. Glad I found these bacon hangers. That's going to be great. So I'm just going to let these go for 3 hours. And the wood I've decided to use today is pecan. Mainly because I forgot to pick up some hickory or apple wood, and I had pecan chunks on hand, so I decided to go with pecan. I like pecan. It's a nice mild smoke. Should be really good. Should be good. Okay, let's get up the temperature and get some bacon going. Okay, the bacon comes off the smoker. Boy, look at that. The color and the smell is just beyond belief. It is really awesome. Turned out really good. Okay, ready to slice some of this bacon. I've already trimmed the skin off of it while it was still warm, because it's a lot easier to do that when it's warm. So I'm just going to slice it. That's the beauty about making your own bacon. You can slice it however thick or however thin you want. Now this was some pretty thin pork belly to begin with. Notice it only has like a layer of meat and a couple of layers of fat. Normally the pork belly that I had gotten before at the Chinese grocery store, they were thicker and they had more layers, but this is good. This is the bacon that I got at the Mexican meat store, meat market, just down the road from where I live. So I'm going to slice this up, and then we're going to have BLTs for dinner. Oh man, that smells so good. I can't wait. Okay, finished product. I like to bake my bacon. Number one, makes less of a mess, and it gets it nice and crispy. Let's just try a piece of it here. It's actually pretty lean. And it's pretty hot too still. Quite a bit of meat, not a lot of fat. Let's give it a try. Nice and crunchy. You hear that? That's so good. Well, we're having BLTs for dinner. There you go. Homemade bacon.